Hello everyone, welcome back to the KDMTA's YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about HTML basic structure and a couple of HTML tags. So today we are going to code on our PC, and if you want to learn how to code on your phone if you don't have a PC, check out our previous video on how to do so, and share our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's get right into the video. So first we have to open a folder in anywhere we like. So I'm going to open my folder in the desktop. You can open anywhere you like. So after that, what we have to do is we have to open Visual Studio Code or any other IDE you want. So if you don't have a PC and you code on your phone, you can check out our links below. We have left links below. We have done previous videos on how to code on your phone and whatnot. Then when you get your Visual Studio Code open, you have to go to File and Open Folder and find your folder, and you have to open it. So after you open your folder, there we have to open a HTML file. So there in the new folder, when you open it in the Explorer, you can see an icon to open a new file, or you can go to the desktop. So where I opened my folder was the desktop. You could go there and make a folder in there as well. So I'm gonna do it from Visual Studio, and I'm gonna do first .html. So .html should be there. That's the file extension of the HTML folder. So first we are going to type out doctype HTML as shown here. So doctype HTML means that the file that we are coding is the document type is in HTML. It's not mandatory, but putting it is better. So afterwards you have to type the HTML tag. Here you can put the bracket HTML and close, and there the next one you have to type HTML just like that and put a slash. So that means it closes. Everything inside HTML will be typed within these HTML tags, the open tag and the close tag. So after the HTML tag, we have the head tag. The head tag and then body. We can use the head tag. Inside there we can type titles. Mainly we use it for titles, but there are other uses as well. Then the body tag. Inside the body tag we will type everything else what we do here. So again, we first do doctype HTML, then HTML close. In between we have head, and we close head, body and close body. So inside head we use it for titles, and body is where we code everything else. So next we will be doing some basic HTML tags. So tags, we mainly use it to show that what will be inside the tag. So for example, if you want to bold the text, you say bold and then you type what is in between. So it defines what will be inside the tag. So here in the header tag, mainly when you start a tag, you have to put this bracket, like a semi-triangle, like a bracket, then head, then you close it. So that's the starting tag. So when you finish a tag, you have to put the bracket again and the slash. So the slash says it ends there, and you have to put head and you have to close it again with a bracket. So not every tag has the closing tag. For example, there are mainly two types of tags. There are container tags and there are empty tags. So the head is a container tag. It contains something. For example, it contains a title for the web page, BR. So when you code something, if you want to break the line from there and start over, you put BR. So you don't typically close the BR tag. After you break the line, it doesn't continuously break everything afterwards. So it works like that. So I will show you an example domain here. Okay, so here it says example domain, and if you go to the source, you can inspect it there. It says the title is example domain. So then when you go back and see, when you can see on the top it says example domain. So let's go back to our code. So in our code, inside the header tag, we haven't put a title. So let's see what happens when there isn't a title. First we have to save our file. The shortcut key is Ctrl+S. First save it. So here we saved it, and we have to go to our folder. So mine is in the desktop. You have to go and open the folder and open our first .html file. It's there and you have to open it. Then it will open in a web browser. So here, as you can see, I open the file and in the title it says first.html. But it's first.html. But why is that? We didn't put a title, so why did it take first.html? So the explanation for that is, in your code, if you don't put a title in the header tag, it will take the name of the file for the file that you saved. The name of the file, it will take that and put that as the title of your file when you open it in a web browser. So now we will put our own title for the web page, and so we go into the header tag and type out our title. So you put the title tag and put your title in between, anything of your choice. I'm going to put KDMTS. Then you save it. So Ctrl+S, or you can go to file and save. Then you can go to your web page, the browser here, and refresh the file. So now you can see it says KDMTS in the title. So here as well, we put the title KDMTS and then we close the title. If we don't close it, whatever we type afterwards will be considered as the title. So make sure to close your container tag. So here you can see when you go and hover on your tag, you can see it will give a small definition about the tag and what it is. You can go and do it and see. When you hover on each tag, it will show a small definition of what the tag represents. This is really helpful for beginners. So now we will be talking about the heading tag. So as the name says, it is used to show a heading. It will typically, what you do is you put the heading tag and it will bold and increase the font of the heading. So there are heading tags from 1 to 6, and 1 is the most prominent one. It is the biggest one, and when you go down, the font size decreases. So the tag for this is the bracket h1 and you can type whatever you want as the heading, and you have to close the tag with the slash and h1. So you can save it and you can go to your web browser and see it says this is heading. So I will type out and show all the headings from h1 to h6 and show you what the difference is here. So I will just copy it up to 6 and I will show you. So now I've typed out all of it from h1 to h6 and you have to save it and go to your web browser and refresh the page again. And as you can see here, h1 is the prominent one, it is the biggest, and as you go down, the bigger the number, the smaller the heading is. And after each heading it will leave a 2-line space and then go to the next. It happens by default. And now next we will talk about the paragraph tag. The paragraph tag obviously says that there will be a paragraph there. So if you are typing out a paragraph, you can type it in the paragraph tag. So the paragraph tag goes as the bracket, P and closing bracket. Then again you can type whatever you want in between, and again you have to close the bracket. So whenever you are typing tags, you can put the opening tag, then the closing tag, and you can leave a space and do it. So I'm gonna save it and go to our web page and let's see how it turns out. So you refresh the web page and you can see here our paragraph is right here in one line, no spaces. Like there are spaces but no separate lines, everything is in one line. And think you want to separate the line here, so then you can go to your code and put a BR tag. So as I said before, the BR tag doesn't need to be closed again, it's an empty tag. So we go in here and select the place where we want to break, and we go bracket, BR and bracket again. So we will save the file and go back to our website and refresh it. And as you can see here, it has separated and it is in 2 lines now. So a small tip, so every time you type something out, when you code something, you have to save it, Control S, so you have to go to file and save it from there, and you have to go back to your web page and refresh it. So instead of doing that, you can add an extension which will automatically save everything you code and refresh it on the run. So I will show it to you here. You have to go to your extension tab on the left side. So this is the extension icon right here. You can select it and go to the search bar and type live server. So here you can see live server and you search it, and the one on the top most with the purple icon, as you can see, you can install it. Go ahead and install it. So now you installed it, and I will go back to my code and I will show you how it works. So I'm going to change one of my headers. So I changed my heading and I'm going to see, as you can see here, you can right click and open with live server. Let's see what happens. There will be a notification prompt as well, and it will straight up open your website again. as you can see, the heading has changed. Previously it said this is heading, and now it says HTML. So what you can see here is, you don't need to save your code every time and go back and refresh. You can go and open it, install this server, live server, and you can go and work on the run, and you don't need to save and refresh every time. So today we learned about the basic structure of HTML and a couple of basic tags. So this is what we wanted to talk about in our first HTML video, and we hope to bring another video. The next video will probably be about HTML tags and text formatting. So stay tuned for the text formatting video, and we hope you learned something from this. If you did, please leave a like and share our video, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.